Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm really excited because our next guest is not only a mama, she's also a podcast host and now an author. You know her best from Bravo's Vanderpump Rules. We welcome to the show, LALA Kent. Thanks so much for being here, LALA. I must say congratulations on the book. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to be somewhat of a diary for what you've experienced in Hollywood.
I love that. I've actually never thought of it as a diary, but that's kind of what it is because it's not a memoir. I didn't feel like at the age of, I think we started writing this at maybe 29. I'm 31 now, but I didn't feel like I was able to write a memoir. I have so much life to experience. So I like what you just labeled it. It's like my diary. I overshared with everybody.
So, how are you giving people LALA with this book?
Oh, I think I'm giving them more Lala than they asked for. I wanted this book, for example, my sobriety, when I came out as an alcoholic and identified as that, so many people around me were saying, "You're not an alcoholic. I've only seen you be fun and friendly." And I felt like it was important for me to share the darker moments that, yes, when you read about them in my book, you can laugh and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe she did these things." But at the end of the day, like, those moments weren't funny to me. Those were like moments that were shooting me into rock bottom. So I'm sharing everything that I did behind closed doors that I didn't feel like I was able to share before I wrote this book.
You do touch upon your addiction in the book. Was it easy to watch your addiction play out on TV? And do you think that you've helped anyone going through what you went through with addiction?
I definitely feel like I'm helping people. I have this I feel like I have a responsibility. There's many people that reach out to me. I would say most of my DMs are about people feeling like they're struggling with addiction, and I try to help the best way that I possibly can. Um and that's why I choose to be raw, is I know I'm not the only one going through these things, and I know I'm not the only one who, when my dad died, reacted in an aggressive way and I was angry. There's so many people who go through that grieving process and they don't know up from down. So I know for a fact that I'm helping people. I don't regret sharing anything.
Knowing what you know now, would you do the reality show again?
Oh, I love reality TV. I feel like I can appreciate it from being a part of it, but also from a viewer standpoint. There's so many times where I may fly off the handle and I leave kicking myself, being like, why did you do that? But I have to compartmentalize and step into, okay, but we made a great show. Otherwise, you'll drive yourself insane, if you can't draw that fine line that may or may not exist. I sit there and it is very much real life, but there's nothing you can do about it. They're showing it on TV. So in order to walk this earth and go, you know what, that moment isn't going to define me, I have to say we made great television, and I really enjoy it.
You always tell it like it is, and you're very raw, especially on Vanderpump Rules. Do you think becoming a mom has changed you at all?
I think becoming a mom has softened me a lot. I tend to take a beat with things now. I don't Um, I mean, I still have a sharp tongue. That'll never leave, but I look at the world differently, as opposed to like I need to put people in check. It's like, is this person worth putting in check, or do I just disengage and let it go? I do take a beat. However, I haven't filmed a show yet at this point in time where, Ocean is like a real person. When we filmed last year, Ocean was like this little itty bitty 3-month old, and I was still, falling into being a mom. We'll see. I may not take a beat, but right now I look at all these moments and I'm like, well, off camera, I'm taking a lot of beats. I wish that the camera could watch it and my evolution. I've grown up so much.
So we got to know, are there any rumors yet as to whether Vanderpump Rules is coming back?
So I have a great feeling about it. I feel like I've put it out into the universe. I've manifested season 10. But we'll see. I mean, we find out not much before you guys find out. We're pretty much in the dark. So manifest that for me because I want to come back.
All right, so tell us about your book tour. What can we expect?
I want it to feel like a very safe space. I get to engage with people who have supported me for many years, and I want to incorporate all things Give Them Lala. So whether it's, merchandise, talking about my book, having open conversations like I do on my podcast, I want to do it all, and I want it to feel like I'm hanging out with a group of my friends. So it's not some big production. I know I'm not Beyonce, I'm not a singer or a comedian, but some people think I'm funny, so we're gonna roll with it.
And how can your mini fans score tickets to the book tour?
Ooh, they can go to givethemlive.com, and I hope that I see everybody there. I can't wait to hang out.
All right, Lala, thanks so much for joining us and best of luck with everything. Can't wait to catch up again.